that's why Big Brother is so famous, right?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't watch, but a lot of people like to. They want to see the reaction of other people, right? We were talking about something like this, right? They want to know, hey, how would that person react to that situation? And then, hey, let me see.
I enjoy the like uniting different people from different places in the same spot, like, and put them in this situation of like a game and how they go. I think it's an interesting experiment. Except I don't know if it's like completely true. If they are like completely free to say and do whatever they feel like it. Because beforehand they have a contract, they're instructed in certain aspects. So it's just I don't know if it's actually that honest, if it's that fluid.
I think earlier versions talking about Big Brother Brazil, earlier versions they were a little bit more spontaneous.
Yeah.
Maybe they weren't like playing.
I think that's why they're more
play the
memorable. That's why they're more memorable.
The most ones,
Yeah, everybody remembers
and
the
nowadays,
first one. I didn't watch, but I think everybody talks about the first ones.
Yeah, and I mean nowadays I don't watch it either, but I know people are always commenting, oh, the game, and this person is playing, the other person is playing. Like, how exactly? Maybe they're trying to show a side of themselves, trying to be who they're not, to.
Yeah, it became like a series, where people are actors, and that, hey, you know what, you're going to see this side that I have, right, or this side that I created. This is going to be me from now on. So because it's a game, right? I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is that they create another game as to how long they can resist and staying in that character that they're not. So they're not benefiting at all, because normally at the end of the day, the person that tried to show a certain character, they don't win. The most authentic ones, or the ones that show more of who they generally are outside, are the ones that normally win.
Yeah.
Or at least stays longer.
It's pretty, unless you're a psychopath or something, it's really transparent when you're trying to fake some other personality. Like,
when
if you're not being
completely-
authentic, people can tell. Especially after, I don't know how long they spend there, like 2-3 months.
I think it's 3 months.
Yeah.
It's a long
And
time,
it's
man.
the one that
Same.
wins. But I remember last year, it was either last year or 2 years ago, each page, every time that I would go online, it didn't matter what, YouTube, like the news or the TV,
YouTube,
they were always talking about Big Brother Brazil all the time. And even politicians, I would follow some politicians, and politicians were talking about it. I'm like, what the hell? Everybody's talking about
There was this one.
and I wasn't like necessarily watching it, but I knew everything that was happening because everybody was talking.
Man, I know that feeling. I know that you only see the highlights. You only read the highlights on the news and everything. Then, hey, I think I know everything.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys are watching this representing, it was the season where Carol Conká was there. So everybody knows.
I
Even
don't
if they
know,
were not
man.
watching,
What
but
is
they
this,
know
man?
Carol Conká.
Who is this?
She's a singer. She's I think a southern singer.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I remember
She
that
calls her
season.
name.
I remember that season because of the controversy behind it. There was some moments there that people accused a singer, I think it's from Goiás, of racism because of one of his statements.
I think.
And many people talked about that situation, and it polarized social media because some people said there wasn't racist, and other people said that is racist. And then Chapel Lyford, that was the host, he called him out on his racism, and he said, "Oh, this is racist because of this, and this," and people were all like, that.
Yeah. I mean.
But there was a lot of things that happened in that season that was really boring, especially like the first weeks, because of
People were insane.
No,
I'm pretty sure
they were torturing a guy.
I'm pretty sure they were making a lot more money because people were talking. Even as I said, politicians were talking about it. Even politicians. So it was a very successable season.
In terms of attention, yes.
Attention, yeah.
But
right
in terms
now,
of the game, it wasn't actually that healthy. It wasn't a good sight to see.
I'm pretty sure they were they liked because of the money.
But the fun one was in 2020. That was actually a fun season.
I remember like the first one, I think it was 2001.
I'm not that.
Man, that
You're not
was,
that old,
it was a long time ago, man. I wasn't born then.
No, right?
No, I wasn't.